believe. I think with Shia Islam it's particularly bad because it's not represented according to what Shias believe, rightly or wrongly. It's represented according to what other Muslims say Shias believe, and I think this is a big problem, and that's why I'm doing a PhD on that very subject. When I was having these conversations with Sheikh Min Evans about Islam, I was talking to other Muslims as well, non-Shia Muslims, about Islam, and one of the things that I noted was this hostility towards Shia Islam. Many Muslims who weren't Shia seemed, and in fact I know many who still are, incapable of looking at it as a phenomena objectively or factually, and instead prefer to trade insults and going for stereotypes and things that just aren't true. So that was one thing I noted when I was looking at the different traditions within Islam. It's things that I've picked up on, things which people probably heard before. Non-Shia Muslims, some of them, not all, but some will argue that Shias follow Imam Ali alayhi salam rather than the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They'll argue that Shia are kafir, that Shia have a different Quran, that Shiism was invented by a Jew from Yemen. I've heard people say they believe that Shias have another Quran which descends from the heavens every Thursday. The usual stuff about Shias are somehow responsible for the martyrdom of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. So there's a whole range of propaganda which sadly a lot of non-Shia Muslims still subscribe to. One of the reasons I became more interested in Shia Islam is because whereas Shia Muslims, the first thing they were talking about was always about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, non-Shia Muslims seem to be talking about Shias first and telling me keep away from them. And so just naturally I was more inclined to find out about them. And of course a person wonders why. Why is it that Shias were not saying anything bad about Sunnis whatsoever?